Well then, it's been a long time, hasn't it? So, in case you haven't seen like any of my videos before, what's been happening is I haven't uploaded for like 2 weeks. My computer got messed up and I couldn't go on it. I basically just couldn't go on my account. My account was fucked, alright? So because of that, I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't like do anything. It was like a whole new, brand new computer. Yeah, all my files, everything was just like wiped out. So because everything was wiped out, you know, I couldn't do anything on it. I mean, I could like make a video, this, that, and the other. But the thing is, what's the point? Because it's just gonna get deleted anyways. So I had like a really weird thing going on my computer. But luckily though, all of that was fine afterwards. So for some reason, I managed to just log into my account again. And surprisingly, it just worked. My account was back to normal. So, fair enough, mate. So now all that's out of the way, let's go back to the video.
So what exactly was going on while I've been away? Well, Chelsea won the Premier League for the second time in a couple of years. Fair enough. There's nothing really much to say about it really. I mean, they won the Prem. I'll be honest with you, I sort of ripped them off, and quickly I'll give you my predictions, alright? And they were really well off, alright? They were pretty shit. So to get relegated, I chose Hull, Burnley and Bournemouth, okay? Hull got relegated, they were like the third team to get relegated, while Burnley and Bournemouth actually had a pretty decent season, not so bad. And narrowly avoiding relegation, I had Sunderland. Obviously Sunderland are, they done pretty shit. They are at the bottom. They're definitely relegated. They're like nailed on from like the start. They were pretty bad. Watford afterwards. Watford were actually, it was like a hit and miss sort of season. I mean, they're not right to start, but they sort of fade away afterwards. Swansea was basically the team that did avoid relegation just about. What do you expect really? I mean, you sell all your best players and you didn't exactly replace them with anyone good. I mean, fair enough, you got Llorente, but that was about it really. Everyone else was shit. I mean, just quickly, alright. Llorente went from playing in the final of the Champions League versus Barcelona, okay, to fighting relegation with bloody Swansea. Like, bruv, West Brom, they actually had a pretty good season, you know, I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty decent. Yeah, they're not right. I mean, there's not too much to say about them really, apart from they've done okay. That's it really. I mean, they got rid of Bahino, but apart from that, not bad. Next up, Middlesbrough. Now, Middlesbrough were the second team to get relegated. Now, their goalkeeper, Victor Valdez, he went from being the #1 goalkeeper in Barcelona, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, okay? One of the best goalkeepers in the world, and now is relegated with bloody Middlesbrough. Like, from being #1 goalkeeper at Barcelona, yeah, to being in the Championship with Middlesbrough. You know what I'm saying though? Like, how the hell can that actually happen to somebody? It's mad. Alright, so next up I had Crystal Palace. Now Crystal Palace were, you know, they're pretty decent. I mean, they had a pretty good season. Benteke done alright, considering the fact that he was quite a lot of money, he didn't really live up to that. But for a team like Crystal Palace, he scored pretty good. And Sacco came out on loan for him as well. Pretty good. I mean, like, I knew that Sacco was pretty good at the start. I mean, Liverpool should have got rid of him, but you know, fallouts of Klopp and that. But fair enough, yeah. Sacco has proven how much of a good player he can be, which is all credits to him. Stoke City. Now Stoke City weren't exactly that bad. I mean, they weren't exactly that great either. Just their standard season really. Nothing really much to say about them. Southampton 10th. Southampton, I don't know if they actually are 10th. I think they are. So I got that one right actually. Now 9th place Everton. Everton have been having a pretty decent season with Ronald Koeman. Lukaku's probably going to leave. I'll be honest with you. I reckon he's going to leave at the end of the season. And they brought in Schneider as well, who done alright for him. I mean, United he came to United and United did nothing for him. So what was the point of him going to United? It's like the biggest waste ever. Now next up, West Ham. Now West Ham definitely done pretty bad this season. They proper underachieved. I mean, they got rid of Payet. Obviously it wasn't really their fault because he wanted to leave. So he's a bit of a snake, of course. But yeah, I mean West Ham, yeah, they should have been on the up. I mean, they moved to the Olympic Stadium, you know, top 10 or something. Everyone was saying, oh yeah, they're going to be absolutely amazing, they're going to be amazing. They didn't exactly do that good now, did they? They were pretty bad. I mean, they were avoiding relegation at the start of the season. Fair enough, they're not, but they were fighting relegation. Now there we go, here's the champions now. Chelsea, 7th place. 7th place Chelsea. They won, and I've got 7th place. What I personally thought was, I thought Conte was going to flop. I actually thought he was going to flop. But fair enough, yeah, he didn't. And they became #1. I mean, if anything, he completely reinvented football in the Premier League. I mean, everyone's now copying his formation. You know, the 3 at the back and the 2 wing backs as well. I mean, everyone's doing that now for some reason. So he's pretty much just reinvented everything. Now, Leicester, I thought they were going to have a pretty good season as well. I thought that Mahrez and Vardy were still going to be pretty good. Okay, minus Kante, they were going to have a pretty good team. But obviously I was wrong. I mean, fair enough, they didn't right the Champions League. They got kicked out by Atletico Madrid narrowly. They underachieved at the start when they got rid of Ranieri, which was pretty sad, really. They done alright. So, all credits to them. I mean, they got back to a top 10 finish, so fair enough. I mean, I predicted them to be 6th, but fair enough. I mean, they done alright. Now, next up, Spurs. Now, Spurs finished 2nd. They had a pretty good season. They scored loads of goals. They were really, really good. But apart from that, I didn't really expect them to really contend for a title. I mean, they weren't really contending for a title. All they've done was to put pressure on Chelsea, but that was it, really. So, I had Spurs for 5th, and I thought that Arsenal was again going to, beat them in terms of being ahead of them in the league. But obviously, for the first time in God knows how long, Spurs are actually ahead of Arsenal, which is all credits to them. Now, 4th place, of course, because you had to, Arsenal. Now, Arsenal have really underperformed. Wenger should get sacked, and I don't think he's going to get sacked. He's going to probably stay behind until he retires. I think he's not going to leave. I don't think Wenger's going to leave at the end of the season. So, unlucky Arsenal fans. Now, 3rd place. So this one I got right. At the moment, at this time of recording, Liverpool are 3rd place. So you could say I got one right, which is pretty decent. Yeah, nothing really. Well, that's a lot to say about Liverpool. I mean, they should be contending for a title. They should have. But because of their inconsistency and them not buying anyone in January, and then having Mane go into the Africa Cup Nations and then getting injured, absolutely underperformed after all that. So there's nothing really much to say about Liverpool in that sense. But you could say that they overachieved. Other people could say they're underachieved. But Liverpool overall had a pretty solid season. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, they probably are going to get Champions League football. Out of Liverpool, Arsenal and United, Liverpool are most likely. But Liverpool, I mean, there is the outside chance they're going to probably bottle it. I mean, remember when they had Crystal Palace, I mean, 3-0 in the first half and a 3-3 second half. So they could bottle it potentially, but hopefully, let's just hope they won't. I mean, they beat Arsenal, 4-0, so they're coming off something pretty good right now. So then, 2nd place, Man United. I mean, think about it. I mean, at the start of the season, they brought in, Pogba, they brought in Mkhitaryan, they brought in Zlatan Ibrahimovic. They already had De Gea in there. They brought in Bailly as well, who was pretty solid in pre-season as well. So you would think, anyone would think on paper that they had a very, very good team that was going to just instantly contend for the title. Obviously, everyone was wrong in that sense. I mean, fair enough, they won the League Cup, and fair enough that they could potentially win the Europa League, which is pretty annoying because all they do is 1-0 every single game, or 1-1. But yeah, apart from that, massively underperformed. I mean, fair enough, they could get Champions League potentially still, but they underperformed. I mean, at the end of the day, how much money did they spend? Yeah, and they're 6th place. I mean, that's shit. I don't care who you are, you have to admit that is shit. Okay? I mean, take the piss out of Liverpool as much as you want, but then again though, they didn't spend that much money on one season and then finished 6th. Then again, they did sell Suarez, and then out of all that money, they bought absolutely shite, and when they finished 6th place themselves. So I'm sort of not supporting my case there. Anyways, 1st place, I thought Man City was going to win it. Pep Guardiola, I thought, was going to come in there and instantly just win the league with them. But obviously, I was wrong. Man City again, another season where they underperformed. I mean, they were pretty shit. I mean, they were shit at the end of the day. Fair enough, they done alright to get in the top 4. I mean, they are going to get top 4 in the day. Fair enough, the 4th at this time of recording, but they are going to probably get top 4. But apart from that, I mean, there's nothing really much to say about them. I mean, they should be a lot more better than what they are. And with all the players that they have, the quality they have in their team, they should be a lot better. But Man City, that's shit. I mean, at the end of the day, do you remember when, before Arab Money, they lost 6-1 to get Middlesbrough? Yeah, they drew against them afterwards. So, all that money, and they still can't beat them. That's just embarrassing at the end of the day, mate. So, overall, those were my predictions of the Prem. Ignore the points, because I wasn't really focused on the points and stuff like that. I was just more focused about league positions and stuff like that, like the final stand in the Prem. So, overall, that's what I thought the Prem was going to go as. And as you can see, I was pretty shit, wasn't I?
So yeah, that'll do. If you're wondering why everything's all messed up, like lights and stuff like that, and me wearing a completely different top, it's basically because I recorded this a few days later after recording all the footage that I did before. I just didn't have time to finish it off straight away, so. Also, I was going to add like even more on it, but it's a very long video. It's like 8 minutes as it is. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'll make like a separate video with the other typical things I usually do on my channel. So I'll try and upload more consistently from now on, because obviously I've been away for quite a long time. So I'll try my hardest to obviously make sure I'm a bit more better. But yeah, if you enjoy my video, please like, please comment, please subscribe, and see ya.